Rightio, now for the fun part, how to crack a stock whip. Now I grew up watching my granddad crack a stock whip to move cattle with his dogs, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Now one of the biggest misconceptions is that cracking a whip takes a lot of force. It really doesn't. If you have a well-made stock whip like the one I have here, it's a light bamboo handle with a weight at the end, a plait, which is the whip of leather, and then you've got water buffalo hide for the fall. Now it's actually the little cracker, which in this case is just some building twine at the end, which breaks the sound barrier and makes the loud sound. To get a crack from the stock whip, it is more about letting the whip move in the way that it wants to get the crack, and less about force. So the two types of cracks I'm going to take you through today is the Cattleman's crack, which is straight out in front of you. It's a really good droving crack. You're going to have your hand light on the end of the whip where the weight is, because you want the handle to move 180 degrees to create that nice loop in the whip. Now when you're starting out, it is easy to sometimes hit yourself, so what you're going to do is you're going to chuck on a pair of safety glasses just to make sure to keep your eyes nice and protected. Arms straight out in front, and it helps if you lean back and lean forward as you bring the whip back and forward. This helps keep the whip well above your body. Now once you're really confident with that and you're getting the nice movement and the whip's doing a nice loop, to get a louder crack, it's just a little bit more speed at the very, very end. So once again, straight out in front, loose grip so the handle can move 180 degrees in your hand, lean back, lean forward, lean back, lean forward. Once you've got the basics down pat, you can then move the whip in any direction you want, but that's the Cattleman's crack. Some of the mistakes that people make is they hold the whip too rigid and they only bring the handle to 90 degrees instead of all the way back. And they're moving it like a lever rather than letting the whip do what it wants to do. Some of the other things that people do is, rather than getting the whip moving right behind them and up in the air, is they kind of shorten it. So you're going to want to lean back, lean forward, let the whip go all the way up, and then bring it all the way forward. Timing, when you pull it forward, is all about when you feel it as if you want to bring it forward. So going over it once again, hand right at the end of the handle, nice loose grip, relax your wrist, flick it all the way back, bring it all the way forward, back and then forward. So now with the stockman's crack, it is over your head, and to do this one correctly, you're going to want to have your whip pointed up high and your thumb down. To keep the whip away from you, move your body to the left and to the right. Once again, it is not about force or strength, it is letting the handle move back 180 degrees. Although the whip moves behind your head, the handle does not. Some things to problem solve is when you open your hand up, when you bring it back across. If you get your timing wrong and it wraps around your body, don't have it low. Keep it up high, move, and then pull it back across. Move to the left, pull it back across.